Can you tell us why does she have the dermatitis, it's a very long name. Why does she constant itch in the back of her head? Why does she have this condition that they've named it?
So she has done extensive work on this already, and she has full awareness. We have been very thorough along the way to speak to each of the aspects of the energy where they were connected within her.
Mm-hmm.
It is a physical manifestation in the form of Dermatitis Herpetiformis that is related to, on a physical level, related to the gluten intake. And an energetic level, she understands this as had taken root from childhood, but it also goes back to energies she agreed to take on for the human collective, for those who suffer from celiac disease, which has been brought about by lifetimes of many generations of lifetimes of lack and famine and not having enough food, so that the body ended up attacking itself and its ability to extract the nutrients from food. The manifestation of this lack in the physical form. The experience lack of a form, in a sense, as a child from the restrictive diet, including not only what was allowed to be eaten and not eaten, but the restricted eating times. This was agreed to as assimilation of the starvation that humans have experienced on this planet. Of course, it's not seen beneficial for her to be born into a body or a place where actual starvation occurred, such as in countries or homes where food was hard to come by or not easily accessible. So assimilated through this restrictive diet. Nothing was that at the right time, this disease would have a manifestation in her body so she could heal it. She's a very powerful healer. In her human form, she's a very powerful healer. Of course, in her divine form, she can heal anything. She is coming closer and closer to full acceptance of this power. When she fully comes into her power as a divine healer, she herself will experience complete remission of this, not only of the symptoms of the disease, but of the actual physical processes of disease within her body. Whether the disease is being assimilated in her body, or whether it's in the DNA as an actual form immaterial, her ability to heal it will be complete. We cannot stress this enough. All that remains left is the full acceptance of this power for healing. And so much that if she were to choose to do so, she could eat of these foods and have no effect on her physical form. She has been told this, but there's something in her that still resists believing it. This is simply the human condition of denying the power that is within us all, transmuting this belief into energy of acceptance and power is critical for the ascension process of all humans. So as she comes to the point where she transmutes the final pieces, the final tendrils of this belief within her, and transmutes them, she will be opening a way for ascension not only for herself, but for others to follow. This, in a sense, is one of the most important reasons that she came. When she accepts this responsibility, not only for herself, but for others, and for Gaia, she will experience complete healing and open the way for moving forward in the ascension process.
Beautiful. Yes, I love to say, I always love to say, when we heal ourselves, we heal the collective, we heal our ancestors, we heal all. So thank you. It's beautiful.
Many people who are suffering from celiac disease on earth now are suffering from it in a similar way that she herself, but all have the ability to transmute the energies of this DNA construct into the accurate replication of the cells within the body, within the intestines, within everything. She is a forerunner of this process. There are others who are doing it as well. She's not the only one.
Beautiful. We thank all that are doing it. Thank you. Now, as far as her, I know that we normally do body scan and we heal this. Can we just go ahead and heal this for her?
The time is here to experience relief of her symptoms of itching, the ability to shift into full remission of this disease has been within her grasp for some time. She's coming closer and closer to this. Her time spent here with you now will be a leap forward into that process.
Wonderful.
So we invite you to add to her energy now and to bring about the process. It seems like we want to show you like a pulling it out by the roots. There are many, many, many tendrils. Many have already been pulled. She's done a very good job of pulling some of the largest roots out. And then there was a process of just allowing time and energy to take its course, to loosen the dirt around the finer threads of the roots of this energy. This energy that has its roots in not only her own experiences, but of all humankind. We remind her that she took on so much more than she herself even experienced consciously. So having patience with herself, having patience with the process. This is not, it took time, not because you're not a powerful healer, not because you're not able and capable, or not because you're not stepping into your power.
Mm-hmm.
But the energies on this planet had a very tight hold. So there were external forces as well. This disease was allowed to be manifest in her life only when the time was right for the ability to heal it within a reasonable amount of time. We congratulate her on her patience with it because we know that within her body, the physical symptoms at times were unbearable. That she persevered with patience, with fortitude, with bravery, with love, with allowing, with surrender. And when the time was right, came to you now for this session because it is time for it to be pulled out completely.
Wonderful. Beautiful. Thank you. It makes me want to cry. That is so beautiful. Thank you. May I start working on her now?
Yes, yes, we ask you to do this now.
Thank
She is working together.
Wonderful. We'll work in union. Let me know. I'm focusing thought form my intent upon it now. And I see it pulling, like the roots are ruffling up, and like I guess you would say like a plant, and it's you're moving the roots and then they're becoming loose, like you said, from the dirt. That's how I'm seeing it now, and let me know what else I need to do to ensure we complete this.
You're working in concert with her, with me in this process, and it's going very well.
Beautiful.
We will allow her to be in silence for a few more minutes. You will know when it's complete.
Very good.
Her body is experiencing symptoms that make it easier for her to lie in silence at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll be silent as well. Let me know when you are ready for me to pull it out, okay?
Okay, she's ready for it to come out now.
Good. I'm going to grab it and pull it out.
Thank you for your work.
Thank you.
Sir Kimberly's 3D body form, we thank you for holding the energy of A.U.R.A. It is a very high energy to hold. At times there have been many symptoms of discomfort in holding this high energy.
Yes.
We thank you for agreeing to be the vessel for this energy for the sake of humanity at this time, and for the ability for A.U.R.A. to experience going through the shift on Earth as it transcends from the 3-dimension, 4-dimension to the 5th dimension. We thank you for containing this energy. And we ask you now at this time to release all of the hold that you have on these energies you agreed to take on. These energies of lack, these energies of programming within the human consciousness of starvation, of all the pain of the starvation of humanity for thousands upon thousands of years, the suffering of little children, the suffering of mothers as they're nursing their babies and didn't have enough milk, of the death and the suffering that took place on this earth because of this dark beings that came here on earth at this time. They are being pulled out by the root, just as we pull out the root of this disease in your body at this time. They are being pulled out. Every root, every branch, they will no longer have a hold on humanity and Gaia as she ascends into the higher dimensions. Their time on earth is up. And the time of these energies to be manifest in her body is up. It is no longer beneficial for her to hold on to these energies, these lower energies of lack and of starvation, and she can let them go and let them light. And she can transmute them and neutralize them into neutral and loving energy and release it into the light at this time.
Yes.
And so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
Yes. So it is. So it is. Let me know when it's complete.
It is complete.
Thank you. Such an emotional healing as I can feel the collective healing from the starvation. Thank you. She's done so much today.
Yes, and her body feels it. She's also very hungry. Her hands, there's numbness in her hands.
Yes, I'm very hungry too. Oh, thank you.